Good evening, everyone. Today I am playing my classic druid again. I did try mounting my mic back up because I was noticing that I seemed to have some issues with, I didn't know if it was the keyboard or the mouse, but I was hearing noises in the videos I didn't like. And I'm pretty sure it's because when I swapped back to my Blue Yeti, I just kept it on the desk. So I'm hoping the audio in this one's a little bit better. The only downside is that because of the mic arm where it is, it might pick up other sounds, like the rain sounds that I have playing on the left monitor. So I don't know. We'll see. I did quite a bit on this character last night. I did a BFD, a Black Fathom Deeps run, and I was able to get the manuscript, so I'm going to read that before I turn it in. And it says, "Our world brims with history of races new and old, history behind wars long dead and those which still smolder, history of gods visiting from the skies, and history of older gods who sleep in the earth. I speak now of those beings, the old gods, they who dwelt and raged across Azeroth when the world was new. The old gods are the will of our world. In every storm there roars the laughter of an old god. The blaze of a wildfire is the heat of their gaze. As old gods walk, the earth trembles and breaks, and lesser things scream and tear at their own flesh in despair. And despair they should, for just as fire shows no mercy to a child's curious hand, the old gods have no care for those beneath them. At best, we are pawns. At worst, we are playthings. They were the first masters of the world, and they ruled with might and terror. Though they are now chained and sleeping, their servants still roam, and we small, frail mortals cannot match their strength. Those who try are devoured, but those who know their place, who kneel in supplication to the servants of the old gods, who willingly sacrifice mind and soul, only they will find favor. Kumai, princess of the deep, serves the old gods. She dwells in Black Fathom Deeps, blessing its caves with her ancient wisdom, brought to the deeps by older mortals. Akumai is a symbol of divinity. She has but a sliver of the old god's power and savagery, and yet hers is still beyond measure. And so she is worshipped, and she is feared and loved. Lorgalis. So, I'm going to be turning in The Powers Below, which was the book that I farmed off screen. Hello, madam. May I interest you in one of my tomes? Ah, a copy of The Powers Below. An interesting text this is. and some might find it useful. But this one's in sad shape. And look here, there are notes in the margin of almost every page. I know this copy. I sold it to Bulgar last year. Are you a friend of his? Yes, I thought you were. You have the same fire behind your eyes. Well, by definition, friend of Bulgar's is a friend of mine, and we take care of our own, yes? And knowledge of the deeps, which was for the manuscript I just read. The journey to Ashenvale is long, and your task is not easy, but if you get me the manuscript, Goth Girl, then your reward will be great. You found the manuscript. What a joyous day this is. Copies will be made and distributed, and the ancient knowledge of Lorgalis will finally be known to my brothers and sisters. Your service to us is more than you know, but I hope that this gift shows you the gratitude we extend to our allies. I think I do want to equip. Oh, it's literally two of the same ring. Just because I don't need agility and I definitely need spirit. So, next I'm going to go to Stormwind. I'll just take the flight path there, I think. I'm gonna go to Stormwind, and I believe, mention in my last video that I had stockades to do, which is a different dungeon. And I impromptu found a stockades group. So I actually turned in a quest to get another quest for in there. So I took screenshots. So I'm going to read those now. And I also picked up other quests for the stockades, or they were shared to me. So I'm going to read all that while I'm flying over to Stormwind. So the quest that I turned in initially was Basil Thread. What in the light do you want? Can't you see we have a crisis here? Basil Thread. Why would you want to speak with that bastard? How am I supposed to know you're not one of his cronies? Come down to help with his bloody riot. If all the blasted cells weren't open, I might throw you in one for a while. And then he offers the stockades riots. Let's get one thing straight. I don't trust you, but with the situation as it is, you probably won't make a difference. So here's how it's going to be. Go down there and have your talk with Thread. If you're really on our side, then kill him and bring me his head when the job's done. And if it turns out you're on his side and don't come out, when we find you, you'll die along with the rest of the maggots. And then he also offered a quest called Quell the Uprising. The uprising must be quelled. I need your assistance. If word gets out that the prison is overrun, I will lose my job. This is a case of foul play if I've ever seen one. But what's important now is forcing these prisoners into submission for the safety of Stormwind. The punishment for insurgency is death. Kill some of these deviants. That ought to get things under control. And then the last one I believe I have was one that was shared to me called The Color of Blood. Bitterness flows through my veins like a cold river. My grandson, Mac, was such a good boy, a mere 14 years old. When the army was sent off to the front, Mac took up arms to defend the city. He was a guard in the stockade, where the Defias gang is locked up. Mac reprimanded some of the prisoners for tearing their wool blankets to make scarves, symbol of their gang. For that, Mac was stabbed in the back. I want revenge. Bring me 10 of their precious wool bandanas. They are the color of blood. So I'm going to go turn, I think, all of those in. I'm going to start with what's called the color of blood. Okay. It says it's supposed to be right. Oh my god. I just ran right past it, I guess. I see you are back, Druid. Have you collected 10 red wool bandanas from those Defias scum and the stockade yet? So, these bandanas, filthy tokens of corruption, are what Mac had to die for? Such a waste, such a tragic sacrifice. But alas, I cannot return to the past. Just know that you have brought my family justice through your deeds. And then I'm gonna go back over by the stockades and I think turn in both of the other quests. Yes. Ooh, they're offering stockades run, I see in the general chat. I have a lot of things to turn in and a lot of things to pick up. So unfortunately, as tempting as that is, I am going to finish this video. I'm sure Stockades is easier to find a group for than Black Fathom Deeps. The Stockade riots. Either you bring me Thread's head, or I'll take yours. Understand? Without Thread to lead them, hopefully the riots will be more controllable. We shall see. I must say, after half an hour, I hardly expected you to come out, but it seems I misjudged you. I'd guess, then, that you didn't get much useful information out of him. But I know a thing or two that might be of interest to you about Thread's activities. The Curious Visitor. During the first years of Thread's imprisonment, he never had any visitors. I figured that he was no longer of use to the Brotherhood, so they abandoned him. Anyway, a few months ago, all changed. He started to get regular visits, once, maybe twice a week. He was a strange man, quiet type. I had my suspicions, but all his papers checked out. His documents claimed his name was Malik. Here's his description. I don't think he'll be coming to visit Thread anymore. Quell the uprising. Your efforts in the stockade were valiant. It's obvious this problem is bigger than the both of us, but you have performed well, and for that I am thankful. Okay, I was gonna teleport, but it looks like the follow-up to the quest I just got from him is also in Stormwind, so I'm gonna go turn that in first before I portal out of here. Which I'm guessing is the same NPC that started this quest line. I don't remember if he started it, but I definitely remember talking to Yes? What have you found? Oh wait, let me see. I don't think I can read it. No, I can't read it. Malik? No, the name doesn't sound familiar, and neither does this description. But it could be anybody. A former stonemason, one of the Defias Brotherhood. Though if he is as well connected as Thelwater suggests, perhaps someone else might recognize him. Let me think. Shadow of the past. I really haven't a clue. there is someone else who might be able to help you, and it so happens that he owes me a favor for, well, let's not get into that. Master Matthias Shaw of SI7 can be found in the barracks in Old Town. Shaw has his thumb on most of the shady or underhanded dealings of the city. If anyone knows him, it'd be him, or if anyone knows, it'd be him. I'm gonna put a pin in that quest for the moment because it is a higher level quest, and I believe I remember where this quest is going. And I won't be able to complete it by myself. So, for the time being, I guess I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat for that one. And I'm going over to Darnassus now. To turn in the Black Fathom Deep's quest. I believe there is another quest available in Darnassus that is a higher level, and I want to say it is for a dungeon. I just don't know which one. So I'm probably going to be picking that up while I'm in the city as well. I think while I'm still in Darnassus, I'm also going to pick up my new druid spells. Because I realize I'm level 26 now. So I should have some new ones available. I think there was only one quest that I didn't get around to since I made my last video, and that's pretty much where I left off over here to go get the ring, which acts as a key off of this island over here. But that's okay, I can always take care of that, I don't know, at some point. At some point, probably off camera, because I feel like by the time I turn in and pick up all my new quests, it's gonna be a pretty long video. Hopefully it'll give me plenty of things to work on, though, until I record my next video. I think I'm gonna grab my quests, or my quests. I think I'm gonna grab my spells first. And then just kind of loop around the city here. Starfall Dash, beautiful. I'm gonna add those to my bars as I run. Starfire. Dash. Abolish poison. And healing touch. I'm not gonna bother with maul because I never use my bear form. Twilight Falls. Black Fathom Deeps was once an ancient night elf temple. It once housed a most powerful moon well. Who knows what evil brews there now at the hands of the Twilight's hammer? Have you made any progress in ridding their presence? You are no doubt of brave and noble blood. The Argent Dawn commends you for your efforts against evil. Ooh, I get both of them. Please give me that belt. Wherever it went in my inventory. Thank you, because that is a decent upgrade. Is it... Clockmort's Essentials. A gnome friend, Clockmort Spannerspan, sent word to me from Ironforge. He tells me he needs help on a dangerous but essential mission into Nomergon, the once great gnome city, now contaminated and filled with mad gnomes and their devices. I must stay here, but my heart aches to help my friend. If you can go in my stead, then I would be much indebted to you. You may find Clockmort in Tinkertown in Ironforge. I'm not really a fan of Nomergon, but have another quest for there anyways. I had a suspicion that it was for Nomergon anyways. I don't need the linen. Get rid of my old belt. And these cloth boots and my old ring. So weird. I'm actually seeing like quite a few groups forming. Like there's a group forming for Nomergon, which it's weird to me because it's Wednesday night and I feel like I can never find groups for anywhere forming. So like I would expect to maybe see that on the weekend, but it's the middle of the week, so I don't know. To turn in my gaffer jacks in Aberdeen. And then I'm gonna fly down to Astronar and start going through all those quests. And then probably head over to Maestra's Post to turn in what I have over there. Gaffer jacks. Did you find my gaffer jacks? Without my gaffer jacks, I can't tune my stingle pegs. I can't believe you found them. You must be the luckiest night elf in Kalimdor. Electropellers. We know you're lucky, but just how lucky are you? One night, I was wandering the roads of Darkshore. I was looking for a good river or lake to try my new self-propelled exploding duck decoy, and I think I was a little tipsy, because I passed out and awoke hours later in Aberdeen. My hair was singed, and my bag of electropellers was gone. I must have dropped them in the water. I need those electropellers. Maybe you can fish them out of some lake or stream in Darkshore. This guy dropping everything in the water. Of course, I'm gonna do the fishing off camera because as much as boring things get people to sleep, I don't want it to get me to go to sleep while I'm recording. So I'm just gonna fly down to Shinvale. And if I have enough time, I might go circle back to Ironforge and do that follow-up to the quest I picked up in Darnassus. So that if I happen to find a Nomergon group while I'm not recording, it's more content to turn in for you guys when I do record. Like, I'm going to pretty much. You might even level. I mean, I do have a few things to turn in. A couple of them aren't worth most. Jeez. A couple of them aren't worth much experience, though, since they're just travel from one place to another, as opposed to going and killing certain quest mobs and such, so. Let's see what we have here in Astronar. The Zoram Strand. There is evil lurking on the northwestern coast, known as Zoram Strand. It is the resting place of the doomed city of Zoram, destroyed during the Sundering and submerged beneath the seas. It has been lost to the Night Elves for ages, lost and nearly forgotten. Now the Naga have returned, and for what reason we do not know. But reason matters little. We must slay these fiends and throw them back into the depths. Return to me when your mission is complete. Kaneth Stillwind. The druid Kaneth Stillwind sent word to me. He would like a report of the happenings along our coast in the forests surrounding Astronar. He fears there is a corruption moving through Ashenvale, and he may be right. Here, take my report to him. You will find him in the Shrine of Forest Song in the Night Song Woods to the east. Is this a note that I can read? No. On guard in Stone Talon. Hello, Goth Girl. You seem to be full of wanderlust by the looks of you. Have you been to the Stone Talon Mountains? It is a land plagued by the Venture Co. and other enemies, the Night Elves. Recently, Sentinel Wolf Runner sent my friend Kayla's Shadow Spear there to investigate what's happening to the land. But I have yet to hear word back from her. I'm even concerned because the Alliance sent a gnome mage along with her. A sign of trouble for sure. Would you find her and report back to me? I always found it strange that they send me to Stone Talon mid-Ashenvale. Journey to Stone Talon Peak. The forest spirits tell me you are brave and willing to travel. To the south, not far from Maestro Lake, there lies a tunnel named the Talon Deep Path. Through this tunnel, you will come to an area known as Windshear Crag in the Stone Talon Mountains. Once there, journey to the southwest past Cragpool Lake and then north up the steep slope until you reach Stone Talon Peak. There awaits Keeper Albagorm. Heed his bidding, Night Elf. The journey will be perilous. Trek to Ashenvale. Ah, a druid from Darkshore. Salarin has done well to send you here so quickly. I wish your trip here wasn't under such dire stress. Perhaps with your help we can improve matters. I would start my visit by speaking to the other citizens of Astronar. Some could surely use your aid. I kind of beat you to the punch on that one. Renee's Cleansing. A longtime friend of mine is also aiding the Sentinels here in Ashenvale, but has yet to return. He has leads on finding an item that he thought could slow the Furbolg attacks on our people. A rod created by a now dead evil wizard. Before he left here, he mentioned seeking out a gem for the rod. He mentioned the gem possibly being hidden at the shrine in Lake Valathim, at the base of the mountain to the west. The gem was being held there before it was overrun. Find my friend, please. Culling the Threat. Directly to the north of Astronar are the Thistlefur Furbolg. My scouts report their numbers have grown greatly over the past few months. If they grow too great, they may find the courage to attack Astronar directly. Kill as many of their kind as you can, but bring me their chieftain's skull as proof that their efforts have been stifled, for now. I shall remain here in Astronar and await word from you. Elune be with you. How convenient for her that she'll be here in Astronar. I'm gonna go down here and turn in what I have and then pick up a couple of available quests, even though one of them is level 32. And I, of course, won't be doing that one anytime soon. I might as well pick it up. Hoping not to pull these guys. And I find it funny that, like, my brain thinks that if I don't say anything while recording, they won't hear me and attack. It's like the same concept of turning the radio down to drive better. Fairy Loon's escape. My sister was where? Fairyloon doesn't mind getting herself dirty, but still, that's a long way to wander. The Master's glaive is an unwholesome place. Well, thank you. It was very nice of you to let me know she is all right. Okay, am I crazy? Oh. Wait, what? I thought she walked up and was gonna have the quest. The Howling Vale. Though we have put many resources and much effort into driving the remaining demons from the Fellwood to the north, our successes have been few. We have been able to keep much of the demonic presence from Ashenvale. To the north, near the Fellwood border, the ruined shrine of Mal Bandris has been overtaken by mysterious wolfmen. Their chilling calls have led the area to be known as the Howling Vale. The tome of Maltharis, kept at the shrine, may shed some light on why these wolfmen have come. I hope I'm able to do that when I'm recording, because I think that's the quest. If that quest is the one I'm thinking of, I really enjoy the story of it. Although it kind of goes everywhere, so yeah. Vile Satyr, Dryads in Danger. Listen, I don't know who you are, but I need your help. My sisters went to take back the branch of Cenarius from the satyr. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been 2 whole days. You have to find them. They were looking for the ruins of a night elf temple in Azavian to the northeast. I don't know what to think. Look for Anelia. She was leading them on the search. Jeez, I didn't realize that dash was a 5-minute cooldown. Kinda crazy. But hey, it's only 4 more levels until I can get my travel form. So, I'm not even gonna lie, when I'm not recording, I might, if I can't find a Nomergon run, I might try and run Stockades a few more times just to boost up my experience before I turn in like a bunch of quests. Which obviously, like, some of these quests I can't even do, like the one I just picked up. There's no way I'm able to complete a level 32 quest by myself, especially because I know the area that it's in. I'm familiar with the quest. And yeah, it's not an easy one if you're by yourself, even if you are level 32. So, the Tower of Althalax. Have you acquired that soul gem? Some dark magic enchants this soul stone. Let's see what's trapped inside, shall we? A simple enough task to break this soul stone. In the throes of the sundering, a Metheran was at the whim of the terror that gripped the land. There was little hope for survival. Althrachis came to us. He told us that he could save us from harm. He cast a spell upon us to protect us from harm. When the shaking stopped, his true motives were revealed. We were trapped, and he was slowly draining our powers. There were hundreds imprisoned by his spell. Now only a few remained in their prisons. He would speak to us sometimes. He worried that his power weakened, that soon even we last of his precious soul gems would fade and die. Then we must put an end to Athrachis Narcian. Tell me, spirit, where might we find other soul gems to undo his magic? His lieutenant, Ilkrid Magthrall, possesses a tome which might indicate the location of the remaining soul gems. Ilkrid Magthrall. Yes, I have knowledge of him. He is a powerful orc warlock that makes his residence at the Fire Scar Shrine, a place of great evil in southwestern Ashenvale. He had been little more than an annoyance until now, and I had not dealt with him, but it seems that his time has come. Bathrin's hair. Have you gathered the Bathrin's hair? The child's health grows weaker by the hour. Ah, you have the hair. Now I will mix a cure for the child, and pray my concoction works. And Forsaken are at Bathrin's haunt? Very troubling to hear, that is. Very troubling indeed. Orendil's cure. The mixture is finished. Now we must save the child. I have created a cure that I believe will help the afflicted child. Take it to Astronar and give it to the child's parent, Palturus White Moon. To reach Astronar, follow the road south, then east. Yes, I am familiar with how to get to Astronar. Ooh, I keep forgetting I have mail. I've had it in my mailbox for a long time. I keep forgetting to check it and read it on camera because I believe it is like, I don't know if I would necessarily call it a follow up, but like it's like, I guess I'll call it flavor text from one of my druid quests. Probably from my cat form one, because I think I got form before the cat form. Pretty sure. So when I get to Astronar, I'm hoping that they have an inn, so they should have a mailbox. Yeah, I see an icon for a mailbox. So I'm gonna do that. So I can finally get rid of this little letter icon. Mathragil Bearwalker. Greetings, young druid. I've sent you this note as a reminder to check in with me from time to time as you advance through the ranks. There is much to learn as a druid in the service of Cenarius, and I'm only happy to help you along the way. Soon you will be ready to learn about your aquatic form. Seek me out when you reach 16th level, and I'll get you started along the path of knowledge. Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Orendel's Cure. I must apologize, for I have no time to speak. My child, Rilara, is deathly ill. This is from Orendil? His skill with herbs and healing is great. This cure gives me hope when before I had little. Here you go, Rilara. Take this. Rilara Whitemoon drinks the cure brought by Goth Girl. Father? Are you there? I'm hungry. Can I have some stew? What? You're awake? Your cure must have worked. Thank you. Elun's tear. I had hoped Orendil's cure would save Rilara, but I fear it only slowed the disease running through my child. We must find more powerful medicine. Thankfully, Orendil spoke to me of further remedies to try should his first one fail. Elun's tear is a type of stone that rests in only one place, the Isle on Iris Lake, east of Astronar. Orendil said the stone will wash away corruption. Please, bring me Elun's tear and pray it will end my child's sickness. I know there was a little question mark for a quest to turn in still there. It was in the middle of the lake, and I know that I have to fight quite a bit of enemies to get there, and I'm already at an hour, so I'm not going to have time to do that in this video. So basically, I'm just going to fly to Ironforge and head to, I believe it was Tinkertown, to talk to the gnome friend of the guy that was in Darnassus and let him ask me to go into Nomergon for God knows what. Again, so that if I'm, for whatever reason, lucky enough to find a Nomergon group when I'm playing off camera, I'll have one more thing to turn in for some story. I must say that now that, at least the last day or two, I've been finding groups for dungeons and stuff, it does make me excited to be on this character more. Like, it's feeling a little more populated, I guess. Lately, I know I was complaining because it was hard to find groups for lower level quests and stuff. So it makes me excited to get to higher levels, like even max level, and keep questing, maybe even do like ZG runs and stuff, and gear up this character. I know the guild I'm in raids pretty regularly, so maybe in time, maybe my daughter will have a more regular, extended sleep through the night schedule to allow that to happen. I know right now, pretty much everything I record is like, it used to be roughly an hour long, and every video I record now, it's just like, it is what it is. I'll hit record and sometimes she'll sleep for a couple hours. Sometimes she'll wake up like, I don't know, 15 minutes after I hit record, and I'll have to stop short. So it's fun to live life on the edge. Okay, so we are going, oh, right over here. Not very far. Not that Iron Forge is huge or anything. Let's see what we have over here. Clockmort's Essentials. I do need help with a mission into Nomergon, and you're just the druid to do it. Essential Artifacts. A nigh universal mechanical component, the essential artificial, was of great use to the tinkers and smiths of Nomergon, but during the frantic exodus from our city, no one remembered to take any of these devices with them, and I need a large supply of them for work I will soon undertake. Please go into Nomergon and get me some essential artifacts. You'll find them in the deeper areas of our city, held in containers called artificial extrapolators. Thank you, and please hurry. Data Rescue. When we fled Nomergon, we left so much data behind, vitally important data. I need the data on a prismatic punch card from a matrix punchograph 3005-D, high security terminal deep in Nomergon. You must access the terminal, but to do that, first you need clearance, and to get that you must access low security terminals, models A, B, and C. And to do that, you need security punch cards, starting with white. And we left all the punch cards in the city. It's a catastrophe. Can you help? Sure. I think I remember that quest, and I hate it. I think this one is in Nomergon. Save TechBot's brain. When our beloved city, Nomergon, fell, a rogue spark must have jolted my poor creation, TechBot. It once aided me and my associates with its countless gizmos and limitless store of information, but its positronic brain has polarized. Now it's negatronic, and TechBot's behavior are reversed. It roams Nomergon in a frenzy. Perhaps it can be salvaged. Perhaps if you can retrieve TechBot's memory core and bring it to me, I can discover the cause of the polarization and fix my poor TechBot. No. No. The Grand Betrayal. I trusted Thermaplug, Night Elf. Never did I expect that he would betray me and the entire gnomish people. And for what? Power? Wealth? All things that he would have had in time. Now we have been displaced from our home, and that madman is in charge, the king of nothing. We will retake Nomergon. We will not stop until the city is back in our control. If you wish to join in our fight, a simple task I ask of you: kill the betrayer, destroy Macgineer Thermoplug. Alright, you guys, I am going to end it here. I'm glad I was able to get a longer one recorded. My quest log is full of things to do, so I'm gonna try and work on that before my next video on this character. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of reading. I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.